So growing up, my grandpa would always write my grandma poems for birthdays, for holidays, and it was just a great childhood memory of mine. I always knew that whenever I found my wife, I would write her poems too. And so I sat down one day and started writing, and
oh my gosh, I could not believe it. After just 1 week, this person's writing me poems, and I've always wanted someone like that. So I was just thrilled and happy and amazed, and I was just so smitten.
I was sitting at my cousin's and drinking a beer when I looked out the window and yelled, "The Uber's here!" So I put on my shoes, I grabbed some stuff for the ride, I put on my sunscreen, and I went outside. As I walked down the sidewalk, I looked up to see the most beautiful girl Uber driver looking at me. So of course I decided to take the front seat, and we talked the whole trip. It was quite the treat.
"Hi there, I'm Micaela," she said with a grin. "I'm Ubering to make money for a trip with some friends." She said, "I go to SLU, that's what brought me this way, and later tonight I'm going to see Beyonce."
Then eventually at Forest Park, the ride came to an end, and I failed to exchange numbers with my new freckled friend. And then that was it. It was over. She was gone from my life. She would never be my girlfriend. She would never be my wife.
That is until one Monday morning at an early sunrise. I rolled over in my bed, and much to my surprise, I looked down at my phone, and then, holy crap, there was a match and a message on my Bumble app.
So I messaged her back, and our conversation went great, and I asked her out on our very first date. After managing schedules between hers and mine, we went out on a Tuesday for a bottle of wine.
And again on Thursday and Friday, and a wedding in KC, and we're already planning a trip to DC. You see, over the past week, we've rarely been apart, and I've never had this feeling that I have in my heart.
Micaela's funny, she's genuine, she's witty and clever, she's gorgeous and positive, and the best cook ever. I know it's nuts and it's full of craze, but I've fallen for Micaela after just 7 days.
So happy 1 week, and here's to many more. I cannot wait to see what life with you has in store.
Our love story is meant to be. If you think about meeting in an Uber and then later on meeting on Bumble for the second time, I mean, you know, unbelievable.
God wanted us to be together, simply. I mean, you can't meet someone in an Uber and then a month later see them on an app, and then we just fell in love so quickly. And so truly, it's just God's plan, and He wanted me to hang out with this person for the rest of my life.
Micaela, I love you. You're my best friend. The past 2.5 years have been the best 2.5 years of my life, and today is going to be an incredible night. Tomorrow we're going to have a blast celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and we're going to have the best marriage and life going forward in every way.
Jared, I'm so excited to marry you. You are my best friend. There is no doubt you are my soulmate, from the way that we met, to the way that we fell in love, to the way that we knew within a week that we're going to marry each other. You're fun, happy, calm, positive, and I know that you'll be like that for the rest of our lives. And I love you so much, and I cannot wait to see you in a couple of hours.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
Wise men say only fools rush in, and I thought it was kind of funny because we both rushed into this relationship.
You know, I think just the lyrics of that song kind of speaks to how I, probably a fool, but I just rushed into her Uber while she was driving, and we started the conversation off perfectly.
And after a week of dating, I told him on the dance floor, "I'm gonna marry you." And like, that is so ridiculous, but here we are on my wedding day getting married.
Oh, if I can falling in love with you, like a river flows.
Never in a million years did I think I would meet my wife in the way that I met her, but I think it just adds to the perfect story that we have, and it makes our story so unique.
We are great communicators, and we both speak our mind in respectful ways, and I never hesitate to tell him something that he might get upset by. So he's really easy to talk to. We're really good at communicating with each other, and we just love each other so much, so it's easy to get along.
And for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Jared Thomas.
With you.
Life with Micaela is fun. She's always either laughing herself or making others laugh, and so I think just every day is positive. Every day is cheerful. She just, when she walks into a room, she lights it up with a bunch of positive energy.
Now I want everybody to get together, give a big round of applause to Mr. and Mrs. Jared Thomas.
I love that he loves me. That's probably what I love the most. Every day he says I love you multiple times a day, and I never have to worry about him having a bad day. He's always happy, he's always up for something new, and he just really loves every day that he gets to live.
Falling in love with you.
I can't help falling in love with him.